Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup should be interesting. The Ravens are top 10 in first downs, and they'll be up against a Saints team that wants to be able to control the pace.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Baltimore Ravens. They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On play action, they'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's caught. Kobe Fleener. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll set up to throw. Escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Terrell Suggs in there to get him for a loss of 5. Back to throw here. Looking long for Thomas. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught out left by Perriman. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Macklin, the man in motion. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They convert on third with a gain of 22. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Shift together here from the D-line. And he'll give it here to his running back. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he is knocked down from the side at the 32-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Back to throw now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tim Williams leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Back to throw. A swing pass caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Willie Snead, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
And it's 15-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20. To the 23-yard line. Now a carry here for Terrence West. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On the ground, it's West again. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. This is West. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They're going to look to throw. Quick slant. That's caught by the veteran Macklin. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks right at the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. They'll run it with West. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll run again here with West. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Now West. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
All right, here we go.
In motion comes the tight end left. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Crockett Gilmore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They run again on first down. Peterson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He lets it go deep for Fleener. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Here's West. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. They go play action here on first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Here we go now. 3, 19.
It's an end around with Perriman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On the toss, there goes Wentz. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 29. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This one from 46 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Another score from around the league, meanwhile, up in Cleveland. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And some room to maneuver. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we sit due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanchez. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Again, Peterson. Look at the spin. Adrian Peterson. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adrian Peterson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
So the D-line's going to spread out. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Wallace. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Going up top. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now Peterson running right. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll look to throw now on first down. His throw incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Back to the ground, Peterson. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The drive begins with a handoff to West. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Pyramid in motion right. Looking to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Young. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Running for it. Here's Peterson. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Ravens taking the field. This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Now a handoff looking right. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. In motion, the tight end. They'll drop to throw. couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Halfback sent in motion. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. He hits Macklin. It's a pickup of 19. And that'll be good for Baltimore first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Crockett Gilmore, there. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get the game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. He gets it to Thomas. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The Saints on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. And the Saints are going to get to this one. So that should about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Oh, my goodness, I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And tough starting field position here.
Here we go.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for New Orleans, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.